Everyone, welcome back to the Java beginner course by Life Changes Academy. In the previous session, we learned about conditional statements, right? Today's session is completely depends on loops in Java. So loops means it's a repeated thing, repeated one, repeat task. Okay. So without writing the code line by line, it is used to repeat the code. Okay, this ensures the minimal line of code. Okay, so without getting any delay, let's get started to this session. So first of all, we are going to see what are loops, right? What are loops? Loops are the blocks of code that is repeatedly executes when the condition is no longer true. Okay, instead of writing the same code again and again, we will write them once and make them loop. Okay, so this is the major key idea of loops. Okay, so for this I write one small code so that you guys will understand easily. Okay, so for that I open an IntelliJ idea. So here I will erase this one. This is no longer needed, right? So okay, here I will write the loop. Okay, without loop, we will write one by one line. Okay, it contains many lines. Okay, so for by using for loop, I do like this one. Okay, for int I is equals 1. Okay, I is less than or equal to 5. I plus plus. Okay, it will be increment. Okay, sys out of I. Okay, now I execute. This is the for the first we understand the syntax. Okay, syntax for first one is a initialization, condition, then increment or decrement. Okay, this is the syntax, and then inside you have to write the block of code. Okay, this is the major syntax for loop. Okay, initialization, condition, increment or decrement. It will first initialize the value and checks the condition and executes the block of code and increment this again initialization condition. This is how the for loop works. Yes. Okay. When I run this code, what happened means it will shown in the terminal, right? Always the output code will be shown in the terminal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops. But I will initialize with 1. Okay, I is equal to 1. Starting from 1, it will be I plus plus means it will be increment the value till 5 less than or equal to 5 means 5 also included in the loop. Okay, I will print the value of I so that it will be shown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, we wrote only one print statement and Java repeat it for us, right? This is the only one print statement we write. Java, it will be repeated. They will loop for us, right? Yes. Then we are going to see why do we need loops. So what's the purpose of using loops here? That is the one we are seeing now. So loops help us to avoid repetition. The major thing loops done is the repetition. It reduces repetition. Imagine printing numbers from 1 to 100. We will write 100 print statements. Of course not. A loop can do it automatically. Automatically it prints 100. For that we saw now one code, example code before. That code is the example for repeated printing statement. Okay, it will be save time, also it will be improve readability. Our code will not looks like a messy. Okay, it will be in a format. Okay, these are the main thing we want loops. Okay, now we we are going to see for loop. The for loop, use a for loop when you know exactly how many times the code should run. Okay, the syntax is initialization, condition, increment or decrement. Okay, this is the major syntax for loop. Okay, initialization means starting value. Condition means the loops run when this is true. Increment means I plus plus. Okay, I already said no. This program is already written, right? Yes. So the counting from 1 to 10. Counting to 10. Let's print. This also so okay, we will put this two program in the IntelliGenJ so that you guys are familiar in that, right? This is a very important thing. Okay. The another program is for integer I is equals 1. This is the initialization. The condition is I is less than or equal to 10. This is the condition. I increment. Okay. I'll print the value of I. What happen means, let's see what will happen. The first thing, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For this one, it will end it up to 10. Okay. Then another one interesting thing is we are also reverse the order. Okay. We will also reverse the counting. How? Okay. I will explain this. Integer I is equal to 1. I is less than or equal to 10. Okay. Sorry. I is 10. The initialization value will be 10, right? Next, I is greater than or equal to 1, up to 1. Okay, the value will be decrement. It's not increment. It will be decrement. So that only the string will be gets reversed, right? Yes. Printing the value of I. Now you see it will be reverse the value. Initialization value will be 10. See, okay, initialization value will be 10 and see the output. Okay, the initializing value will be 10. The condition will be the value of I is greater than or equal to 1 and I minus it will be decrement. So this is how the loop will work. Okay, this is how the loop will work. We will for normal code and all, we will write 10 print statement for this. But one print statement, it loops through the code and it will give the 10 different 10 printing statements. Okay, this is how the for loop works. Then we are going to see another interesting loop, while loop. Okay, so while loop is very useful when we do not know exactly how many times the loop should run. As long as condition is true, it keeps running. Okay, you don't know in advance how many iteration you will need. Okay, so for this you have a simple program. Always update your variable inside the loop, otherwise it runs forever. Okay. Okay, we will check this while loop code once again. Okay, so I will open my code editor. Now we are going to run while loop. Okay, so for while loop I will write the code here. Okay, while loop. Okay, so in that what we are going to see is integer. First we have to initialize. Okay, while loop syntax is differ from for loop syntax. Okay, first we have to initialize the value. So and then we have to write the condition while I is less than or equal to 5. If the condition is true means you have to print the value of I. Okay, when I run this code, what happened means the see I value is initialized will be 0 and then the value of I will be less than or equal to 5, right? The condition is checked before every iteration. Wait. I'm not wait, I'm not creating an increment operator, so that only it gives an infinite loop. This is what infinite loop looks as. Okay, when I print this, what happened? The value starts from 0 till ends from 5. Okay, when I not increment this value, it will be simply execute the initial value 0 for multiple infinite times. Okay, that's how we will see in the code. Okay, infinite loop means we will see no, without increment operator the loop will be run automatically. That is the infinite loop. Okay, next we are going to see another interesting loop, that is do while loop. Okay, have you heard about do while loop before? Okay, do while loop executes at least one time. Okay, it executes at least one time. Okay, see, it executes first, do executes first. Okay, checks the condition later. This is how the do while loop works. It executes first, do executes first, and then it will check the condition. This is how the do while loops works. It is best for menu system and prompts that must show at least once. Okay, we will make a code in the do while loop also. Okay, I will switch over to my code editor, so that only you guys are easy to understand, right? Okay. Now the do while loop, right? Yes. I'll keep commenting this one, and I will write do while loop. Do while loop. Okay. So in that, I'm initializing the values equal to 1, right? I'm initializing the values equal to 1. First, the do block will be executes. Okay, so inside the do block, I will write sys.out.println I, and it will be increment. Okay, I plus plus, and then I will write the condition inside the while loop, while I is less than or equal to 5. Without the semicolon also it will show and compile time error. So semicolon is must. Okay. Int I is equal to 1. Do I will print the value of I increment while I is less than or equal to 5. So what's the output you guess for this code? So we will see the out. Okay. Initialize the value 1. The value will be less than or equal to 5. So 1 to 5 will be. So this is the do while loop. So how it works means, first it will print the value 1. First this one is executed. Okay. First it will print the value 1. And in this step it will be increment. Okay. It will be increment the value. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And after that, it will check the condition. 2 is greater than or equal to 5. Yes, the condition is true. And then it will be executed 2. Again, it will be increment 3. And then checks the condition. And it will print. Again, increment, checks the condition, print. This is how the flow of do while loop. Okay. This is how it will be work. Even prove that do while executes once. Okay. Another one example. It mentions that do while execute only once. Right. So see that int I is equal to 10. Okay. I is equal to 10 inside the do block. This is the do block. First, the do block will be executed. So I will print hello. Okay. I will print hello, and then inside that I will be while loop. While I is less than 5. I is less than 5. Okay, what I am saying is the starting initializing the value will be 10, right? And then print the value of hello, and then the condition is the value of I is less than 5. Okay, see, it will execute only once. Executes only once. See, it will be First, initializing value will be 10. Okay. First, it will print the value hello. Okay, and then it sees the condition. Okay, sees the condition means 10 is less than 10 is greater than 5. Condition is false. That's how it will end the loop. Okay. Um, skips the condition. Okay, so it will be executes only hello. Okay, this is how the do while loops work. Okay, next we are going to see an more interesting topic. What does that means? That is the break statement. So have you all heard about the break statement? So compare the loops. Okay, just to see that for loop, while loop, do while loop. For loop, check condition before execution, check condition execution, check condition after execution. This is the major difference between these three loops. Okay, it will check the condition before execution. Before execution, checks the condition for loop. It check execution, check and it executes. This one is checking after execution. After execute, it will be checking slowly. Okay, that is the do while loop. Okay, and then we will see break and continue. These are the controlling loops. Okay, break, exit immediately, continue, skip current iteration. This is the major difference. Okay, okay, first we are going to see break. Okay, I will break means it will be exit immediately. I will code this break and continue so that only you guys are familiar in that, right? Okay, I switch over to my platform. Okay, now I will break and continue. Okay, now we are going to for loop. For this one is a initialization. Initial value will be 1. This 1 might be the condition. Okay, I is less than or equal to 10, and then this is the increment. Okay, increment or decrement, anything you have to. So inside this, if the value of I is equal to 5, the value of I is equal to 5. The value of I is 5 means break. Okay, and then print the value of I. What did it say means? See, the initial value will be 1. It will continue up to the value 10. It will be increment 1, 2, 3, 4. Likewise, 10 will be printed. So, if the value of I is equal to 5 means break. We stop the execution. So, and print the value of I. So, now see how the output looks like. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will be break. It will be stop the execution completely. But when you use continue statement, okay, instead of break, when I'm using continue statement means what happened? Wait, I will run and show you the output so that you will be understand very easily. Okay, so when I see, it will be skip the current iteration. So continue break will be stops the loop. Continue will be skips the current iteration. Skips the current iteration. This is the major difference between break and continue. Okay, break means it stops the loop. Continue will skips the current. Whenever the condition 5 is equal to 5 satisfied, it skips the current iteration. See how the flow works. I will explain. So first I is equal to 1. First initializing value will be 1. It check 1 is equal to 5. No, 1 is not equal to 5, so it will be printed. And then 2 is not equal to 5, it will be printed. 3 is not equal to 5, it will be printed. As well, 5 is equal to 5 means it will be equal. So the continue means it skips the current iteration. It skips the iteration and continue until the destination value. The destination value will be 10. Okay. This is how the break and the continue will be work. Okay, another one example for print the even numbers. Okay, I will explain that one. I'll comment this one. For integer I is equals 1. Okay, the value initializing value will be 1. I is less than or equal to 10 and it will be easily increment. Okay, if the I is I modulus 2 equal to 0 means print the value of I. Okay, what is the condition? The initialized value will be 1, the destination point will be 10 and its value will be increment. Okay, the value 1 first, initialized value 1 divided by 2 is equals 0. No, 2 divided by 2 modulus 2 is equal to 0. Yes, modulo means what? Modulo means only reminder. Okay, reminder. Modulo means reminder value will be 0. So when I execute this one, it prints only the even numbers. So the value which are divisible by 2 will be displayed here. Okay, this is the condition. If I modulus 2 is equal to 0 means it just prints the even numbers. Okay, this is the major condition. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Next, we will be gone through break and continue. You see the difference, right? Last key takeaways. Okay, we have to go through all these loop: for loop, while loop, do while loop, break, continue. These 5 are major important loops. Okay, loops concept, major important thing. You will do practice, do coding. Okay, so don't miss any classes. Keep learning with Life Changes Academy. Okay, so keep watching video, keep practice, so that only you understand the concepts. Okay, you will keep practice means you will be get completely get idea about this topic. Okay, loop help us to do more with less code. Write once, repeat as needed. Okay, this is the loops perfect definition. Okay, loops help us to do more with less code. Write once, repeat as needed. Okay, so thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for listening. Keep learning with Life Changes Academy. Thank you guys.